holds the MotoGP World Championship. Yeah.
Here we are with Cashnett, probably one of the fastest, or if not the fastest driver on track at the moment in that wonderful BMW M Sport number 55.
Well, I'm going to just go and do some laps around this track because I'm doing quick laps.
We're going to watch Evil's segment called Evil's Crashing Again. Oh no.
And here we find the segment called Loading Screen.
As you can see, there's a little bit of track there with the barrier. That's where the original track comes through the Porsche curves. So we're going to join Cash on his lap.
Yeah, I've joined now. 5 minutes to go.
You're running out wide, up to turn 1. Very quick, full load on the left-hand side of the car. On the brakes for the chicane. Possibly. You might want to have a little battle with him like you had last time. Under the bridge, under the big Dunlop bridge, and then you sweep right. Instead of carrying on the normal track, you sweep all the way around to the right. Run it on up, and we'll join him on board for here. Another little sweep of a left-hander here. Full load on the right-hand side of the car as they exit. Very fast track. On the brakes for another sweeping right. So I suppose what we can take from this is that the track is very hard on tyres because it's full load, high-speed corners. So we hope you enjoy the race here today. Quite a cool track to look at.
I'm drifting.
And then you
caught it.
another right-hander. It's the right, left, straight, and onto the final corner, which is joined up with the original track, which you will see that little piece of tarmac right there. And they finish their lap. And what is Cash doing? This is a track that requires a setup built for speed and cornering, lots of it. So we're going to join my fellow commentator Evil in the McLaren as he comes around the final corner, and I hear the vibrations.
You can. Ah!
Whoa, whoa! So we'll join him as he makes his way up the main straight towards that very fast right-hand corner, loading the car all the way to the left. You can see it sitting down on the road and on the brakes for the chicane. Slightly missed the apex, but that's alright. It's the yellow. That's okay. We'll let him away. But sweep under the Dunlop bridge and go right. Very hard right. Sweep, you've gone on the gravel.
We're doing a hard right. I'm full lock.
Full lock. Anyways.
It's like Nico Rosberg.
Yeah, we're going to join Evil on board as he tries to take a left turn. Downshifts. Watches telemetry. See the master at work. There we go. Feathering throttle, second gear. Exit out. Full throttle all the way. Hard on the brakes. Ooh! on the you completely cut the corner there. You keep cutting another corner. You cut two corners.
I've got a 40-second penalty again. No, I've got only it's gone now. Okay, 5 seconds.
Have you just got a slow down penalty?
Yeah, I think that helps.
All right, we continue.
To be honest, if I think it like Vector said, he wonder if I managed to do this properly and managed to get a bit of help, I might be quite good.
Yeah, well, you were. You did race in leagues in GT6, didn't you?
Yep, I won about 4 races. I mean,
I just watched you go wide and Busted in the yellow mustard car go wide.
I got a penalty for doing that.
Yeah, it's a hard game to master, so it's completely different to how GT handles.
For F1, which I need to be an AOR driver. This will help me do the corner.
If we definitely are good at, Rand pops up to 8th.
I'm not bad at F1.
Now, Vectro is currently 1st, actually. That's surprising. considering he said he's sick at the moment. He's not feeling very well. But yeah, he's still popping fastest times up on the board. Cash in second, Matt in third in that, Aston Martin, Flay in fourth, Vince in fifth. I'm surprised Vince isn't further up, but is a little bit further up. Currently, is Vince winning the championship at the moment? I'm not sure.
I think so.
Yeah, he might be. Need to check the stats.
I don't know where I am anymore.
We're watching Van, who almost took the leader out last time when in changeable conditions, locked it all up, almost went T-boning into the side of Vector. We saw a brilliant battle between Vector and Vince last time.
I didn't see what happened in the GT4 race because I fell asleep.
I missed GT4 as well. I missed GT4.
I fell asleep before I fell asleep, so I didn't really get any sight of it.
Got some good camera angles as usual here. Need to nail their
Are you on board with
camera
me?
angles have project cars. No,
Good.
but I am now.
Cock. I'm gonna take the old track, hang on.
He's taking the old track. He hasn't come out. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Just seen you pop out. Oh.
Nothing.
Oh.
I popped
why.
out. Did I?
But actually, Cash managed to pop ahead in first by 33 thousandths of a second.
3300.
No point. Not 3-3. But BMW make up the top three. Here, okay, now we go to quali. Yeah, quali. Had to make sure.
Right, let's go and
And if we have a warm up, that's going to be our only chance to really see what this track is like. And Alex is first out on track, is he? Yeah, he is in the BMW.
So I have noticed that your voice is a lot quieter, by the way, on streams.
Well, I'll fix that by turning myself up. Does that help?
I only noticed it back after watching it because I'm a lot louder than you on it.
Oh yeah, so you're the same on my stream. I think it just focuses on the main voice and or who's streaming, I think. There's Lepsico, our Italian commentator. I wonder how he's doing. I hope he's having a wonderful time. Christ, that's loud.
I didn't mean to turn the old bloody game up.
No, I went on board with Ibrich and that Z4 will burst your eardrums.
Right, so who should we go and watch then? I'm actually going to stand up and commentate this race, so yeah. Because I got told that might make me more energetic. I can't stand up, the TV's down there.
We are hoping to have another segment of Gav's lag today.
Yes, it's a segment we called How to Be a Host of a Championship .gav.
.gav.org.
.gav.jameshunt.org.
In motorsport news, Murray Walker was 93 yesterday.
92.
93.
93?
93.
Or is 92?
No, he's 93.
Whew. Still doing as fine as ever.
Yeah. Still commentating when he can.
Well, yeah, it's not very often, but you know.
He does Goodwood sometimes.
Yep.
I went to Goodwood, commentated over the bikes. It was very good.
So, who are we going to ride on board with? Well, there's not very much choices to ride on board with because everyone's on track. So we'll ride on board with Gav and watch him do a lap. So hello if you've just joined us, and welcome to the Gavra Nova League, round 4.
At what track?
We are currently racing around France at the Bugatti circuit.
Bad Le Mans. Bad one. Bad Le Mans.
At the Baby Le Mans that was built in 1980 or something. I'll go get some quick stats up for the track for us all here because I'm professional.
I think
Indeed.
it's probably the only part of the Le Mans circuit that's not a main road. The rest of it is on a public road, or the Mulsanne Strait is a public road. But unfortunately, we don't have any iconic.
The Bugatti circuit not opened in 1980. The Bugatti circuit opened in 1923.
Bit of difference.
It was a long time ago.
I'm sure.
Oh, that's the axle, the Sarf that is, not. Yeah, so
a circuit did a Sarf. Okay. Anyway, how does Gav do on his lap? Or he's not on the lap, is he? No. Never mind. Who is? Everyone, basically. Well, Cash pops up to first. Vector pops in second. 3/10 behind. Matt in third. And English in fourth. Fled in fifth. And Fiocco comes out on track.
So, notable things for this track. This track hosted the 1967 French Grand Prix. It currently hosts the French Motorcycle Grand Prix, the FIA European Racing Championship, the World Series by Renault, and in 1988 it holded the Superdike World Championship. It also holds the MotoGP World Championship here for the French Grand Prix as well.
Yeah, which is a very testing track for those riders.
Indeed, I've been lucky enough to drive on a MotoGP game around here. And actually I've been here twice before. Interesting. So, more stats lists can situate 100,000 people in this little area here.
Yeah, because it's basically a field.
It's the big field, yeah.
Yeah.
And the main grandstand, which can hold quite a lot. And of course, the only reason that this is really here is because of that grandstand there.
134.7 for Cash. He's on fire.
So a bit of a history here. Why the track's here? The only reason this track's here is, of course, if you keep up with knowledge of dates, one certain race around here. And do you know what that is?
Le Mans?
Yeah, well, what year? Have a guess.
Oh, what year? What year was the first one held?
No, I was talking about a really famous Le Mans made a chicane happen.
Oh, yeah, is that the one with like where a lot of people were killed?
Yeah, 1955 disaster when they had to tear down the old pit lane because it was was on the track instead of
people's heads were taken off by engines. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And
let's not mince our words.
Savage.
Yeah, heads were taken off by the engine and parts of the bodywork. The bodywork caught fire. They couldn't put it out because it was magnesium.
And magnesium doesn't, melt.
It doesn't. You can't put a fire out with water if it's magnesium. It just makes it worse. So yeah, it was bad. Let's put it that way. It's bad. Worst motorsport disaster in history. Van running into a bit of traffic with
people freaking out on the internet. Nothing unusual there.
Oh, the clowns. Ain't they great?
So, who's going quickest in the session? So, Castanet currently fastest, Vector currently second, Ibrit's third.
Math going well.
Math Gamer cutting the last corner a little bit there, but will come across the line as he improves his lap time. The answer is yes, a little bit, but not enough. Fifth is Sadio. The Yellow Mustard Buster's currently in sixth place and jumps up to fifth place there. So, Alex comes through down into Dunlop, one's a little bit wide, and compromised lap time. Flayboy, 8th. Van currently sitting comfortably in 9th there, who goes a little wide at the last corner, really wide there and hits the wall nearly.
Ooh, that was close. I think he lost a wing mirror.
I think he scraped some paint.
A bit of poop came out.
Adam Thomas says, "Evil, you vagina."
I agree.
Evil, you are a vagina. Adam is also.
I concur. I concur with the statement.
I concur with the segment of Evil's vagina. Driving. Testicular driving, apparently. According to an old friend. Saar currently sits in 10th with Gavra in 11th. Fruco currently 12th. 13th is me. Soup is currently 14th. 15th.
How am I below you?
Is a crazy man.
And Vince is 16th. He hasn't set a lap yet.
Vince, yeah, he's on a lap now, I think, actually.
Extremely well, though. That's the fastest first sector.
45, 36.
36.1. I don't think that's as fast as Cash, but I could be wrong.
Caesar comes through the
Very
final
good
corner.
first sector. Let's see what he's got. Second, 135.2.
Second place.
Pops in front of Vector, his teammate.
So Adam Thomas wants a shout out, eh? Well, there you go. That's a shout out. Done.
And here we have Evil segment of shouting.
And here I will shout him out. Shouting. Give Canoni Brothers a subscription. You can find him somewhere on my Twitter page. Somewhere. Don't know where you'll find him, but you'll find him somewhere. So Vectro Gumto up to second place. There's.
So a bit of swapping around between teammates. So he's just about 2/10 off Cash at the moment.
Clouds are coming in as well.
Oh, please don't have any rain. we've had rain for 4
Vince,
rounds in a row.
interesting first lap time sector there.
Oh, that's a very good first sector. That's quicker than Cash.
Oh, it is indeed.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Vince because he's very quick.
As Adam says, he is in top fun. Okie dokie. Goes for the second chicane. Gets it all done. Comes out the second chicane. Chucks it into the last few corners. What's the sector time going to be? It's about a 38, 37 time. See, 36.
Wow, yeah, it's way faster than his previous lap.
That's about second though. Let's see. Gets through the final corner.
Beautifully handled.
And around to this will be pole position. It is 134.6.
But Cash is going quicker. Cash is going quicker.
Cash will go quicker. Let's see what can he do. He'll take it back up and take the lead again by another 1/10. Vector sitting there 3 tenths further back with Ibritz a further 9 tenths behind that. And then a bit of a gap to Math Gamer, Sadio, and then Bustard, who does not improve his time there.
So 5 minutes remain. We are having quite an interesting quality.
Interesting qualifying indeed, as the battle for supremacy of the Castanet, who has a bit of a mistake in the bottom of the corner. I think is not on the lap.
I've looked at the forecast. I've looked at the forecast. It's just cloud. It's not going to rain.
Heavy cloud right now.
33 degrees Celsius. That's pretty hot.
92 Fahrenheit if you're in Britain.
Holy moly! Vince a 44.4 first sector.
Oh. Yeah, he's got the slipstream off of, I think that will be Alex there, who should be moving out of the way pretty quickly, up the inside into that corner. That'll help him actually, generally.
Still holds his line.
Holds his line there. Comes through the final few corners. Casting it there for 45 there, so only a few tenths slower. He's quicker there as well, but, and that.
No, that's not. No, I think that kind of ruined his lap. 36.3 middle sector.
36.3, so it's an okay middle sector.
He is. See, he's 6 tenths faster than Cash in the middle.
Jonathan Birmingham.
Oh, he goes quickest. He goes quickest.
As Vince goes quickest there with 27,000. What can Cass do? He's backed out. He's got a mistake. So shout out to Jonathan Bigham as well in the chat. Yeah. There you go, Les. Your shout out. Everyone's asking for shout outs now.
Right, here goes Cash. Let's see what he can do.
Gassed up, back on another lap.
I was not expecting Vince to pop ahead by so little.
Let's see, though. Only 3 tenths back is Vector, so all he has to do is pull out a bit of the time as well.
Yeah, we'll see how he does.
He's not on the lap either. 45 for Sadio there is pretty good, I think.
45. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually watching my own stream because no one else is.
Everyone's asking for shout-outs now. Oh no!
Tell them no.
Oh, it's Douglas.
How's Cash doing?
Hi, Douglas.
Okay, it's a good first sector for Cash, a 44.8.
44.
But it's 4 tenths slower. It's 4 tenths slower than Vince actually. So we'll see how it goes.
Gamer.
Slower in the middle sector.
Bit of a bubble there through the final corner. We've got car off ahead, and that is Vectro goes a bit wide at turn number 1. There, Castanet's gone off through the second sector.
Okay, I'm just watching Cash on his lap. He's backed out again.
Oh, for God's sake. Come on, guys. Stop asking for shout out. I mean, Shout out to all my friends who are on GTA right now. There you go. Go and subscribe to them. You can find them on my YouTube channel.
Cash is backed out. He's not going for pole. He's backed out.
Cass is out
He's
then.
not got time.
What can Vectro do though? He's not on a lap yet.
Oh,
he is actually.
He is. He hasn't finished his first sector yet, so we'll see how it is. Or has he? I don't know. He's not on a lap. Surely the first sector should be done by now.
Oh, Vector goes wide and that is lap over as well. He's not on a lap either, so it's all gone wrong there.
So it looks like it's Vince for pole by 27 thousandths of a second.
Yep, 27 thousandths of a second gap between first and second in qualifying. You can get closer, but not yet. Oh, a bit wide goes Vector there into the final corner.
I think he's just going to see what he can do, so let's see what he can do. It's going to be an M3 top 3. No, he's backed out. That's it. That's your top 3, I think.
So let's get right into the news. And fastest is Vince. I just want to do that. Vince is fastest. Cass in it second. Vector is currently third. Ibrid's on a lap, but not going as quick. With 5th place and crossing the line there. Math game. Oh, there's a bit of contact there as well. On the back of another BMW. Playboy comes in the pit lane and be in 6th. Sadio 7th. Mustard Buster is 8th. Alex there in 9th. He's run out of fuel. Van comes through the final 3 corners and looks to be 10th.
Gav is going to finish his lap.
Gav comes across the line. What will he do? Does he improve? No.
Nope.
Hassan 12th and Faruko 13th. I'm 14th. Soup is 15th. And a Crazy Alp is in 16th.
So, I think we've got a 5-minute warm-up beforehand. I'm not sure.
Alex goes and gives himself a bit of a donut celebration. Oh my goodness me! Who was that? That could have been a horrible accident.
A brilliant qualifying session means Vince takes pole once again, with Cash behind by 27 thousandths of a second. They both did a 1:34.5. Vectro behind in 3rd, Ibridge in 4th, Matt Gamer in 5th, and blah blah blah. You know what the story is. Okay, but let's drive.
Drive! No, that's the wrong one. No, drive. No, that one. Drive.
I'm going. I don't care. It's a rite of passage now.
I've got an Alex. I've got an Alex up my. I've got literally an Alex in me now.
I've got an Alex.
It's the segment we called Where's Soup? Is that him there? Is that you, Soup?
Yeah, that's me in the Aston Martin. It's me in the Aston, yeah. Ow. The commentators babble. He moved in the braking zone. What is he doing?
He kids me up the bloody rear turn number 1 and he's been the bloody rear turn number 2. Right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right in front of the crowd. Oh no.
Oh crap. I just saw you in my rear view.
Right,
We're
wait
just
up.
guiding around the track. That's the only reason we're out here.
Oh bugger. The segment I like to call murder your fellow commentator. It's a brilliant segment I call here. It's called I've also just locked up like an absolute flying dongleberry
I
and
can't
gone.
hear anything over the sound of the engine.
My engine's already
Literally
low,
nothing.
so I can hear what I'm doing.
No, my Aston Martin is like ears bleeding.
It is
I've got a
bleeding.
5-second penalty.
Where are you? Is this you? Which one's you? I presume the one's going slowly.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! I had to avoid.
Adam Thomas says, "Evil, can I commentate with you?"
There's no space.
There is no space, but unless you want to try and join in the party, I suppose I might allow that. If you so wish to. But there isn't any room in the thing, so if you are, you'll have to do it in the thing. Can I be Kareem Chandok? Yes, you can be Kareem Chandok. If you want to join, say yes, and I'll get soup on that immediately.
There's no space.
No, you can
or
still.
Wait, or in the in the party.
Yeah. So you can just like talk in the background. So if you want to join, then yeah, he wants to join. So I'll go and recommend him now.
I'm just trying to get used to the track and just see what it's like to drive.
I'll suggest the Kennedy brothers that.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
Of course, if you want to add any of us, obviously do just say, and you may get lucky enough to be added.
But you know...
I mean, I had most people who would ask.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pilot into the wall. Bear with me.
Hang on, I'm having an act. I'm going. Hang on, doing a staff. I'm doing a. I don't know where I'm going anymore. Where am I?
Invite players. Invite suggested players. That guy. Okay. Okay. So we got minute 20. Evil in the wall as per usual.
I don't know where I am anymore. Everyone's just asking if they can help now.
No.
Yeah, no, Ross, no. You're not allowed to come and help as well. Next time, perhaps. There's a race on Thursday, and if Soup doesn't turn up, it's him, so probably won't.
I won't be there.
So one of you lucky lot might be accepted in.
Okay, that's just hearing yourself back.
Just I go spinning around on the dirt. Ross says, Ples, I say no. And it would help if you weren't also blasting me out through the screen twice 14 seconds afterwards. This is awkward.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'll say no.
Thank you.
Sorry.
My control, I cannot feel my controller.
I'm watching Evil draw a pretty pattern in the grass.
Oh, stop spinning! Oh, I've got no retires, I've got a puncture. Oh.
Anyway.
Alright, okay.
We got 15 seconds to lights out here in...
15 seconds until I jump the start.
Yeah, and we won't get disqualified, just watch. We won't.
Yeah.
Where am I starting?
Last. Let's just go instead of going for... Oh, we're just L2 it in reverse.
Where? Yeah, we're good. Okay, I'm last. Good.
Yeah.
Let's circle Bugatti. The lights go red. It's green in France. And who are we watching?
Good start. There's an engine at the start line. Oh no.
Vince has got away and Cash is on his inside as they come up to turn 1. Who's going to be in front? It looks like it's going to be Cash on the inside. This speedy turn of the squeeze. And Vince gets ahead and Vectro sticks in behind. He's going to go for second. He's on the outside as they come through. Vectro on the outside gets through.
Vectro passed.
Yeah, on the outside, made a great move. Now, they all seem to be cleanly through.
Oh, it's contact between the two cars. You got cars off, Playboy, Alex off. They're banging, they've connected. So I'll go through.
I believe. The 3 BMWs. Oh, Cash tries a lunge. Doesn't quite get it done. Ibridge is right there behind him, actually. He's going to pounce on a mistake.
Let's see. Ibridge up the inside, perhaps.
Well, all the Porsches are
thinking of it. Vectro trying to make a force up the inside of Vince. Not going to get it.
Right on the back of Bustard as well. Let's see. Yeah. Vectro right on the back of Vince, and you know what that was.
Spruko almost running into the back of Gavra in the background as well. You've got 4 cars battling. The 2 teammates, Van versus Sadio. Inside, not that. Meanwhile, the top 3, BMW 1, 2, 3 sounds like familiar from somewhere. BMW 4th. Porsche's 5th.
Bustard's right on the back of Ibridge now. They've all lined up behind that BMW Z4, and we've got a move being made. Matt Gamer on the outside of Bustard. I think Flayboy got ahead actually. Matt Gamer tries to cut back, doesn't quite get it done, so good move. Suado on the back of Bustard again. Cash is back on the back of Vectro. There's just a line of BMWs.
And then there's Gav and Fruko follow pensioners at the background.
Yeah.
Them reasonably being, I think, Fruko a little bit towards his mid, in his 20 to 14. Oh, Sadio's got a penalty.
Oh, Cash tried a lunge.
Sadio's got a penalty there. And drop back. Meanwhile, Vectro dropping back from Vince. Castanet trying to make a mistake there, but not close enough yet. So I go through the field and have a look at the drivers.
Mustard ran slightly wide. That's going to give him a bad... no, it doesn't actually. He gets away with it. Cash tries a lunge, doesn't quite get it done. Vince is stopped on track. Vince has got
damage. Vince has got damage. He's out of the race.
Oh no!
Don't know what's happened there, but he stopped. He's got to be careful there. He'll get himself a penalty. He almost gets hit as well by Hassar there. And I think he's got back going again. So damage on that car, you can see.
Cash up front.
Oh my god!
On his back.
Someone just went really wide.
What was that?
Someone just went really wide.
Really wide.
In the Aston.
The Aston of Hassar going wide. Literally doing
Cash
the Wolfman.
Cash is a very aggressive driver. He will take any opportunity to get.
Cash is Max Verstappen. Where is Cash from anyway?
And Ibrich is actually right on the back, so he'll pants on a mistake if anything happens. Cash has got to run, I believe.
Let's see. Cash. These two have got closer this time. Is he going to try up the inside into the second corner technically? Let's see, he thinks of it, not there, but he runs a little bit wide. Allow a cut back here. Let's see, any move coming here. He's going to run. He'll cover light. He's better off. He'll force on the outside now. Can he try and get the inside there? But he's clever enough not to do that. Lead up. So Vectro leads the French Grand Prix right now. 40 laps to go. Let's see, he goes to try the inside. They're going to make contact. No, they don't. They just avoid.
Who's going to hold it? I think Vectro may have held it. But
Scrumming on the exit. But he'll keep it together. And more people are asking out as it goes on the outside. Can he cut to the inside?
Ibrich is going to be here though. He's right with them. Ibrich tries it up the inside. Doesn't get it done though.
Not close enough yet. There's a great little bit of battling there. And hello to Liz there in the chat, my fellow GTA female. Because I am apparently transgender now in the game. Bad exit from Ibrich there. Meanwhile, I'll go through the field seeing if anyone's battling or
still
Alex.
Running though, but I think he's below.
Oh, contact between Flyboy and Sadio there nearly. Almost banging wheels into the corner. And Flyboy gets a penalty because of it. Gavra sees this opportunity, I think. Alex trying to go around the outside of a car. That'll be of Math Gamer.
There. Get a run down the straight here. Up front, no change.
No change at the front.
But Ibrich is sticking with them. So it's still a three-way battle, sort of. Cash is very late on the brakes. And he's got a massive run.
Lot closer here, but not close as last time, as Adam has disconnected.
He's going to be on the outside here again. Ibrich is still with them. He's going to pounce on it. If there's any mistake from the two of them.
As Adam's actually got to go.
Ibrich has got to run on Cash. Here he comes.
Ibrich to go on the outside. Can he try anything there? Cut back perhaps. No.
Bumper, isn't he?
At the back. I don't think he's going to get one up the inside unless he's really desperate here, and then he might tuck one up the inside. I don't think so, but actually going up the inside nearly goes Casa. So they're all forcing each other up towards the leader here, and this is fantastic to see indeed as Liz and Adam Scudadliu. Word I will never use again.
42 laps. And you know my usual thing, I'll probably end up having to leave, so sorry in advance.
Why do you keep having to leave near the end of the race? You can stay at the end.
Sad reasons.
You'd just be half sleepy, like I normally am.
Oh well.
Perhaps we need just half an hour earlier.
But hey, yeah, maybe that might be a good idea.
Or cut a bit of practice out.
Cut the warm up out, possibly. I don't know. But no change up front. Ibrich got a bad exit out of the last turn.
Same did the other car. Oh, contact! Math Gamer and Alex have hit each other there. And the last corner.
I think Math Gamer got a penalty.
Math Gamer's got damage. I think that's his race well and truly run. Vince coming back through the field. Let's see, his lap time is currently 37.002 compared to the leaders who are 37.4. So a little bit quicker there.
He's pretty much
Castanet's keeping it honest there, slightly pulling ahead from the other cars. Let's see, Castanet a lot closer this time. Up the inside,
He's gonna
perhaps.
lunge one up the inside.
He
Yeah,
is!
here he comes.
Up the inside, he's overcooked it,
Oh,
almost
he
hits
ran
him again, but
wide.
just gets away with it
He's in
there.
the gravel, and Ibrich is gonna take second away.
Well, he had to try
So, a
something.
mistake.
38 laps to go.
Yeah.
It was never going to
But,
work.
you know, Ibrich isn't quite at the pace of these two, so Cash will be right on his case very quickly.
No. He tried it, he was overcommitted, wasn't going to make the corner, and he paid the price for it.
Do we know what happened to Vince at all?
No, we don't know what happened to Vince. I suppose we'll find out after the race. I think
That
he
was a
either
very
had,
strange
I
incident.
think, and I got a theory that his controller died,
Yeah.
which might probably explain why he suddenly just stopped pretty, like that. As wide goes Flayboy there and just managed to the corner. Let's allow Vince to get over the back of him here. But they're not really close yet. Meanwhile, Ibrich kind of sit in the middle there between these cars, gets a weird bit of exit. Busted there, sitting there, Van behind. Alex, Vince sitting there, just watching everything happen. There is a wide also goes the mustard car of
Flayboy.
Flayboy.
Vince is on his case.
Let's see.
So,
Get run
lunge
up
it
to
the
turn one.
inside. Yeah, here he comes.
Easy move here, up the inside. Simple enough, doesn't seem to put up a fight. Knows that it's not his fight there. And backs out of the move. Realising that
Yeah,
Vince is
so-
just quicker and will hold him up more.
Vince up to second. So
Up the corner a little bit there as well. One's a bit wide as well, but he'll get away with that.
No change up front just yet.
Actually,
Ibrich still holding
Ibrich's
on in
closing
second.
in a little bit, seems actually on that. The last lap, 4 attempts quicker,
He
so
was quicker, yeah. He was only
closing in a
tenth
little bit.
slower than Cash.
45 to a 45, so he's definitely closing in there and a lot quicker.
unless we
Low,
have some
casting
tire-
it, trying up the
Unless
inside.
we have, unless we have some tire saving going on, we don't know.
Tyre saving, maybe the leader doesn't need to push as hard here. Let's see, I think that Cass not here. Might do. It's no, not there. That is a lot harder corner, but one's a bit wide, so you can get exit though. He does get a good exit, but I
Get a
don't
good
think
exit,
there
yeah.
will take him yet.
No, it's
Unless
too
he's going
narrow
to try
here
one
to
up the inside
and-
here, landing contact. Won't think of it there.
Far
Oh,
too- far
Van
too narrow
and
sector.
Busted run into each other. Van's got a penalty. No, Busted's got a penalty,
he
should I
has,
say,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, they're back. I think, but actually, Van took the position away from him.
Yeah,
Gone
and there's
very
been a bit of
quickly, actually.
problems there, and there's all sorts of problems indeed down there. They'll get away with it. Vince, of course, closing up on these two a lot quicker. There were 45s there as here goes catching it then. Got to
Yeah,
run
here he
up the
comes.
inside into turn 2.
On the brakes,
Not
can
there.
he get it done? No.
Gets a bad exit, running on the marbles on the exit of turn number 1.
Doesn't quite get the exit right.
So as I look there, let's see.
Oh, jeez, he almost tried to look the inside there.
That'll only end contact down there.
Audacious
So
move.
Vince is last lap 36 dead compared to a 36.5, 36 dead as well for Castanet. So Vince and Castanet absolutely flying right now in this race.
Vince
Let's
is
see.
on the back of Vince is on the back of Busted right now. He's almost back up to 5th position actually.
Oh, there's almost problems there up front.
Does Ibrich get the run? He might do, you know.
Cut
No,
the corner a little
not
bit there,
quite. Yeah, no
but didn't get a penalty for it. So these drivers might need a bit of a talking to after this about doing things like that. As the fire comes up the rear, Vector's got a bad
Ibrich has got a
exit.
good run.
There's problems
Yeah, Ibrich's
here
got a
for
good
the
run in
leader.
But Vector always gets good exit out of the last corner. He absolutely bombs it out
Vectro,
of that last
Ibrich,
corner.
catching it. Top 3 we go. All running in pretty close succession here. Let's see what's out low. He doesn't try and battle too hard
Vector ran
because
wide
Daniel
there.
Ricciardo is all
Vector
over the back
ran
of him pretty
slightly
much.
wide. Yeah, pretty much Daniel Ricciardo.
The diving honey badger,
see-
not from Australia though.
You see Vector bombing it down the straight. He can't get the run that he needs.
Yeah, but he still gets a good exit out the corner. Now let's see.
Buster and
Catching it.
Van, they ran wide, and Vince is up the inside. Is he? Does he get it done? No, too narrow. Just too narrow to get it done. But Vince is going to take 5th away from Bustard shortly. Cash is
And
on
here
the back
goes
of
Cash.
Ibrich. Did he get the exit though? Doesn't look like it. Will he try it on the
Oh,
outside?
there's going to be problems
Ibrich
there if we aren't
defends.
careful.
I think Cash almost got the cut back done.
Gets a good exit though. Let's see, can he go on the
Ibrich
outside? Out the
moves.
inside. He's forced him to the inside and he's
On the
through.
brakes.
Same place,
Should
squealing under
get
the
through.
brakes, and all those problems there. They tap.
Contact. And Ibrich might get a run back. Let's see if he does.
Let's see, is Ibrich going to try one up the inside? Calf defends and is through, but breaks a lot later, runs a bit wide. A cut back here.
Back up the inside,
not yet.
Possibly.
He runs a bit wide. Now that going to give him a penalty? No, it does not.
Not quite.
Vince is ahead of Bustard, so Bustard's all got sorts of problems down there.
Yeah, but obviously Ibrich not going to give up that easy.
Play by there. See if Gav's lagging. No, he's not. Oh, we've got a car going off, and that's Sadio running a bit wide and dropping the position, it seems that. Yes, he does almost contact there, and also Farouk up the inside of Gav. There's going to be problems there. Oh, they just keep out of it.
Space. Fyoko is right with him.
Oh, there's all sorts of problems going on here. Gav's out of control, and he's got a penalty as well.
Swato's gonna try it on Fyoko here. Let's see what he can do.
Got only in contact now. He's gonna try it. Oh, he thinks better of it.
Oh, that was close. Who gets the exit though? Swato or Fyoko? I think it was Swato. He's gonna
inside.
Try it. That's gonna end him. That's
try
gonna end
up.
badly. Oh, that was close.
It was spinning.
Gav's out of control again. Gav's out of control again. Oh god, Gav's lag. Gav's lag. Gav's lag.
Meanwhile, up front, Cass and Vex through side by side there, a little bit there.
Yeah, we just had Gav's lag segment, so...
Let's see, Castanet. Oh, is he trying? There's going to be a problem there. No, we dead out of it there.
Yeah, because Vector will get the slightly
now, let's see. He's a lot closer this time. Is he going to dunge one up the inside here?
Will he jinx the inside? Possibly.
Oh, he goes to the outside and gets away with it there.
Yeah, just be aware that Ibrich is still with you, so if you make a mistake, he's going to pounce on you. I think Cash might get a run here. Will he?
Down the inside here. It's not really a place you overtake, but you can overtake there if you're really close.
Yeah, nothing just yet. I think Vector got the better run that
34
time.
laps remaining of the French Grand Prix.
No sign of any rain.
No sign of rain yet. It will start raining. It will start raining about 15, that 12.
That's if we have rain at all.
Of course, we have darkening skies up ahead.
I think Vector got the worst exit out of that. I'm not sure Cash got it.
Van and Vince are closing up there. Alex, Flayboy, Math Gamer dropping back. Busted there. And Fruco, Sodio, Hussar. And
Cash chucks it up the inside. Can he get it done? No, not quite.
And it seems we've lost Gav here.
Yeah, here Cash has got a better run than Vector. Oh, here he
Around
comes
the outside's not going to work. Up the inside's not going to work. He's covering it off.
He's clever. Clever driving there. Let's see what he can get. Can he get a better run out of here? Looks like he has.
Is he going to try up the inside? He is, but that's not going to do it there.
Oh, that's close. That's a bit close for comfort.
So I get a shot of grass and back to these two here. So he's going to chuck one up the inside again.
Now he's going to hold the outside. Looks
Won't get it there.
Go outside again.
He really needs to be up the inside there, or a lot side by side. Won't get a good exit either.
Can't keep the pace.
He's close. About less than a 10th second there. Car width apart. He's put a car in that.
Lets him know he's there.
Knows that. Gets a good exit. Is he going to try one up the inside into the last corner? Not the last corner, the second last corner.
He is on the outside.
Covers again.
Covers the inside again.
The outside perhaps, not there either. Back to the inside into the last corner.
There. He's on the outside this time.
Won't get it there either.
Does he cut back? No, it's just not a position you can do it.
You just don't. That last corners, you want to be up the inside into those corners, line yourself up, but not right there and then.
Yeah, there's not going to be a chance to overtake Vector here because
Vince has gone and overtaken Van. Let's see, Castanet, here he gets a good exit up the inside! Oh no, it was tough. They just do it this time, gives him space and through into the lead he goes, but he doesn't get the exit. And back through goes Vectro.
Yes, I believe we will call Castanet the Honey Badger now because that was a really, really audacious move. Good God.
If he runs out of track, he's going to get a penalty, surely. He keeps running out wide. Vectro's wary of it, he goes too deep! Oh, there's going to be problems there! They just avoid! And through into the lead, but he's going to chuck one up the inside in frustration. I think he is.
Vector's going to chuck it up the inside again. Yeah, here he comes.
Oh, he goes too deep. He's gone straight on though.
Yeah, Vector's through.
So Cass not as good as Vector under press up.
Yeah, he wobbles coming out of the corner, but he's going to still have the run.
He'll have a one, but will he get the drive through this corner? Up the inside there, he thinks of it, he covers.
Late move. Covers it very well.
Does he make the corner? Just about.
Yeah, Ibrich closing up slightly
Ibrich closing up bit by bit, a whole bit quicker.
Oh, he looks, but it's just not possible.
You look, but you never step. Doesn't get the job done there. See, not there, but he's good for this first corner. So we watch him bottom board of casting it here as he comes through the last corner, getting caught ever so by Lamb.
Almost touched the bumper.
Bumper to bumper, 31 laps to go.
He's slightly closer this time. He might try it into turn 1 again.
Now,
I think he might, you know.
Let's see.
He's lining it up.
It's not getting a good exit here. You can see he always gets a bad exit. He's not going to try that.
To the inside. No, not quite. He's not quite as close as he was.
So, looks like whatever Vector's been struggling there, all the problems he's had, he seems to be getting hands on that problem there and realising he's struggling there, but close up a little bit. But no cigar right then and there. So if you have any questions in the comments section as well, please put them in whilst we watch the battle for the lead. Casting it, try up the inside, he does again. Does he do the corner? Yes, he does. Does he get an exit? No, he doesn't.
Vector cuts back and will probably have, but he will have the outside for this corner, which is not
now
ideal.
He could try now. See, is he going to try now? Brake, he does it again. Now breaks himself again. So he's trying. What he's doing a penalty as well. That's going to allow almost contact there.
Goes through. Yeah.
So he's trying up the inside, trying to defend. He broke too late. It was never going to work, and he's paid the price for it.
That gives Vector. And that gives Vector some breathing space for a little, maybe.
For the time being, a bit of breathing space indeed. So, as we go for the free, Vince is now up into 4th and is currently 2 seconds a lap quicker than all the cars ahead right now. 35 compared to 37 there.
What place is Fuoco in? Where is Fuoco actually? What place?
Fuoco finds up in 8th, so he's going through the field pretty nicely now.
Yeah, he's running well.
Of course, Sadio there, and he got Van, who seems to have pitted us recently, but the fact he's dropped very far down, Alex. And we've got the only one retirement from the race, which is, of course, Gav, who DC'd, of course.
And I will, if Vince can make it back to the podium, that'll be a great comeback. Because, you know, he's not that far away in terms of how far away he was last time. He's just on the main straight.
Down to 35 again, so being right now 2 seconds quicker. I won't be surprised in the next before the next pit stop he's all over the back of maybe Cass and Ibrich.
Yeah, Cash is almost back in the back of them as well, actually.
Yep, so Cass coming back into play. As we go through the field, seems that all the battling behind seems to have cooled down there. As we've got Sadio coming in the pit lane, almost misses the pit lane as well. Yeah. Just gets it in there indeed.
It's a tricky pit entry. It's very tricky. It's very chicaney.
This will drop him down to last place. So don't know what's happened with the Remco cars, but something's happened unless they both have got problems indeed, because they were definitely up towards Busted and Playboy.
Yeah, Vector extending his lead.
Casting it all over the back of Ibrich already then, so showing who's the strongest there. First sector, a second quicker. Is he going to be in the pit? No, he wasn't there. For a second, he was.
All of this is helping Vector because the longer Cash stays behind Ibrich, the further he can stretch his legs.
We have a car actually in the pit lane just next to the leaders here.
Ibrich is letting him through, I think. Yeah, he is. Or is he defending? I don't know. It's very strange. Cash moves up to second. There you go.
There you go, so maybe that should be some tactics there, perhaps.
Could be, yeah.
Because if he's battling him, because we know that these two have been battling each other quite well. Either that or Ibrich just doesn't want to get in the race right now with them. Save his tyres, save his fuel whilst these battle and overtake him later on.
Yeah, Vince in the pits.
So Vince pits in there then. Maff's in the pits. Grass is pitting. Is Fruco in the pits as well? We'll find out right about now. And Fruco does not pit.
Well, I'm assuming Vince is trying to undercut the guys in front.
If he's going to undercut, he wants to leave the pit right about now. And he's not, so I think he's going for a fuel load. And he leaves just as I say that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
he's not too far off.
I'll be quiet there. And look at Kessler, look how quick he's caught the leader there, almost a second quicker. Just over 7 tenths quicker there indeed to the car ahead, so absolutely flying there. Right now, well, everyone's a bit wide and that'll give him a penalty there for sure. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Surprisingly.
Playboy running out in fourth.
Ibrid's still keeping with them though, so he's keeping him honest. Despite being almost a second down in the first sector, but then again, I think that was him slowing down that.
Fight between Alex and the lapped car there, or Matt Gamer and Alex. Yeah, Alex up the inside. Just about gets in front after the pits.
Well, that's Alex and Matt Gamer who are not that. Battling for position.
Oh, I think Vectro's in. Vectro's in.
Vectro in. Lead will change around there now. This could be interesting here.
The vital thing is we need to know how long he's going to be in the pits. We got to watch where Vince is.
Vince is currently down. No, he's not going to jump Vince at all. He's safe there. He's already ready to leave now, and he is at the pit lane now, so he should come out.
I think it was just a splash and dash.
Just behind Playboy here.
Yep, or in front.
No, behind. Playboy jumped past. His teammate Buster's there. And then we've got he was at that.
Vince is on the back of Hussar right now.
Yeah, so Hussar.
He's flashing him for some reason. He's not lapped, Vince.
Yeah, I suppose he's going really slowly though, so wants to get through here, almost only does have.
Oh, contact! There was a little bit of touch there. I think he moves it. He's going to move over for him. Nope, not at all. But,
I think that may or not damage the car ahead, and maybe he thinks he's a lap car or something.
Up to 6 now.
So is Vince going to try on the inside? Late braking here, and he runs wide. Doesn't see the point battling them. So Math game up. No, Sassar runs out talent. Basically, a salvage driver then.
Playboy is now in 3rd. Thanks to all
as Castanet stays out again, so going for an interesting strategy here. As in the pit lane comes Ibrich, who does manage to do the pit lane correctly as well. So good for him, which it's the wall coming in as well for good measure.
I'm assuming Playboy will pit as well.
Now,
so this should bring
if Ibrich is playing his cards right, he'll underfield the car maybe. Try and pull a gap up and try and pull a bit of a 2-stop maybe, perhaps. That's if he's feeling clever about it. I would do that if I was him, because perhaps he wants to get ahead of them. That's what you want to do.
Playboy doesn't pit actually, so Playboy going for a different
if he wants to leave now, and he doesn't.
No, Vector's going to jump him.
Vector gets back ahead then. Still in the pit lane, so this could be interesting here. Still in the pits, and now he leaves, as I say, so he's going to drop down behind Bustard.
Yeah, he's going to be in front of Fuoco. He's got a big enough gap. But Vince is actually right on the back of Fuoco now I said that. He's caught him very quickly.
Yep, so I don't think that Fuoco will really pull up too much of a fight to his
well, you don't know, his name is Fire Snake, so I'm assuming not going to
he's on a different strategy. I don't see much of a point to be battling him.
No, just for fun. Why not?
Can see though.
Oh, here he comes.
Up the inside and straight through we go. No tyres, a lot more better tyres on the Aphelion car.
Vector's caught Playboy very, very, very quickly actually.
So yeah,
right on the back of him now.
45 there, so
Cash is still staying out.
Interesting cast. Maybe he knows something we don't.
I mean, he's still setting fast laps, but they're not really on the pace of Vince, etc. Not really. Strange. Now, I think Playboy's going to pit now that he knows Vector's right on his back, so...
Perhaps, or maybe he's trying to stretch those tyres out. Let's see, is he going to come in?
Let's see.
Yes, he is. No, he's not.
No. No, Vector's going to have a run down the straight now. Playboy
yeah, we'll get a bit exit, sit behind. Doesn't do what Vince did and run into the back of him. You know, Vince is closing up and actually going off the track there and getting a penalty.
Vector goes through.
So, yep, as a penalty for Vince there. Cutting the corner. A little bit, bounce over the curb.
Ibrich is on the back of Bustard now, so Ibrich's still running well, on course for a podium. That's of course if Vince can't make his way up. Oh, here comes Vince. Again, did Vince... Oh yeah, Vince got a penalty, of course, yeah. Yeah,
Vince got a penalty, so he's stuck behind him.
Here he comes.
That's it.
On the
Should be quite quickly.
Fioca's obviously not going to give up too easy. I think Fioca got a slightly better run that time.
As I get full of people
here he
messaging.
comes, massive overspeed.
Up the inside there, doesn't seem to... Oh, it is!
Oh, that was close.
Up the inside he goes. He keeps it in, but backs out of it, realising that he's got no grip. Ibrits and Bastard closing up as well. Up the inside he goes. Doesn't hold him up there, so respect between these two drivers. Doesn't even want to put up a fight there.
Cash still stays out.
So the tie, I think, almost a second. So Cass on an interesting strategy here, staying out.
I suppose.
Maybe he's trying a run stop then, instead of these guys who I think might be on a 2-stop.
But we do gotta ask the question: is it gonna rain?
Yes, if it does rain, Cass might be on the winning strategy. You never know. One's a bit wide there, top of the hill. So let's see what Vector's lap time is compared to Cass, because last time was about 1.4 seconds quicker. What this lap's going to be?
37.2. Let's
still quicker by a bit.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah, no, Vector was quicker at that time. 37.2 for Vector, 37.9 for Cash.
Meanwhile, as we watch Vince coming through the final corner. Let's see what his lap time's going to be here.
Should be similar pace.
Somewhere with the 35s, I presume. 36, so
yeah,
1.4 seconds quicker again. So showing that Vince, if he hasn't mistakes, he will win the race.
Again, I think Bustard actually made a move on Ibrich. He's through, back and forth.
These two now battling here. So maybe I think he got a penalty. He got a penalty out of the corner, surely.
Here they come down the straight. Ibrich is going to have a run.
Let's see, is Ibrich going to try up the inside? No, doesn't. I thought he would, but not close enough there.
You might just see Vince in shock there.
Let's see up the inside.
He's there. On the
Perhaps.
outside, no.
On the outside, cut back, perhaps. No, maybe not.
Buster defends.
Buster defending well. Meanwhile,
now he moves over, or does he? No.
Does he? No, he doesn't.
No.
Oh, a bit of weaving on the straight there.
Not quite sure where he's going to place himself.
Perhaps there he doesn't. You can't really overtake there because you will get a penalty on the inside.
Does he get the run this time? I think he does.
Up the inside this time, surely. Perhaps up the
Yep,
inside.
on the brakes.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Does he get the exit? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Good move.
Let's see if he doesn't make a mistake here. So Busted got up the inside. Busted on a lot older tyres, I think.
Yeah, Buster hasn't made a stop. No, he hasn't actually. So.
Meanwhile, let's go through the field. Let's see who's battling here. We got Alex and Math Gamer closing up now.
Yeah, Vince another fast lap, 36.
Oh dear lord, a bit of a snap there from Alex there.
Yeah, I noticed that was a very slow lap for Cash last time, so he obviously had a mistake somewhere.
Sadio there and Hassab closing up in well, and so we've only got 12 runners in this race now.
Fioca going slow on the straight has a penalty. Yep. Gets overtaken by 2 cars, loses 2 positions.
And I'll be deleting some of my friends off the list because they keep spamming me with messages every now and then. And being racist to Mexicans.
Unfolding here between
Alex and Math.
Alex.
And Faruka closing in all of them as well.
But Fioca had a penalty on the straight, so he lost 8th to these 2 guys. So he lost 2 positions.
Van has a bit of a mistake there. Ahead.
Snapping down the straight for Alex.
Yeah, Alex got a bit of lag there. And see, in the corners you can see fighting that car. So it's snapping on him under the brakes, which is
Cash is not on the pace at all.
Yeah, Cass 40 now 4 seconds slower, and so he got a problem there.
Or he's Flayboy heads in after a long stint.
Vince all over the back of Bustard. So I'll go and see, is he going to get through straight away? Yes, he is. And in the pit lane he'll go. No, he won't. Around the outside, brilliant move there from Vince.
Yeah,
optimistic, don't normally see it, but round he goes. Easy says does it. Runs a bit wide, but job done there.
Into 5th.
Faruko's got another Faruko's got problems there. He's dropping back quite quickly.
And you know, Ibrich isn't too far up the road. Ibridge ran wide. Ibridge has got problems.
There's
you can
problems
see
there.
Vincent's shot behind him. He's right there with him. This is for the podium.
Let's see when you get to the sector T1 time. We'll find out.
Yeah, I think Vectro is absolutely bombing it after Cash, because I think Vectro knows Cash is trying to get the jump on him with fresher tires.
Got problems there. Problems for the leader. He's going slow up. Each time he goes to the corner, you can just see him scrubbing the speed off, not getting any power.
Yeah, let's see what his time is.
Massively slower.
Yeah,
40 to a 37, so 3 seconds slower there. Vince closing up visibly now.
He's on the main straight, so Vectro is almost with them. We're watching Vince catching Ibridge.
You can see that gap there, 45 to a 48.
God damn.
Flying is the Dutchman.
Yeah, the other Dutchman.
The flying Dutchman indeed.
He's the
36 and 36, so yeah, problems in the first corners here for him.
The Max Verstappen of the Gavra League.
Quite literally, passing it there, struggling. Vectro.
Yeah, he's running wide. I think he's
Definite problems
really
there.
trying to extend the life of these tires. Those tires are gone, I can tell you for sure.
Look at the gap closing here, so problems there for turn number 1 for him. And it'll be straight through for Vince. He's flashing his light saying, "Move over," he says.
I'm going for first, he says.
"I'm going for first," he says, as he flies up the inside, causing a crash, and he goes wide. Is that going to be a penalty?
Wide, yeah. I think Vince will be absolutely delighted once he gets through here. He made a great recovery if he can get into the podium position here.
See, up the inside, not as
Cash is coming in.
Cash in the pit lane then, so he's given up on the thing there as Vector stuck behind a Hussar, and that'd be
you can see the pace.
Sadio there. Meanwhile, Vince
No.
ready to make a pouncing move, doesn't do it yet.
Holds off until the straight, or can he get it done here? He's done it before.
Does it before? That's on another Carlo. Not always close. Can you try up the inside?
Very close. No. Let's see who gets the exit. I think he will. No, he's braking a little early. He's holding off till he gets the run down the
As
straight.
we watch Vector here coming to lap some cars who going to be battling
here.
here.
Quick stop. I must say he's taken
oh,
a very
there's contact between those two cars there, and they go flying off into the wall nearly. Hussar.
And Vince goes through into third, and now he's
Sadio.
right on the back of Cash. Actually, no, Ibridge is still with him. He's holding it slightly. But no, Vince is through, and Cash took a very quick stop.
So contact between Hussar and Sadio there as well.
Oh,
Just
more contact between them. They keep hitting each other.
Battling behind the leader. So I saw. That's why I was going to see them. Let's see. Hussar up the inside into this corner. No, he thinks better of it.
Yeah, he's got
Bad exit up the inside to go Hussar then. No, he doesn't. He bakes for some reason really early.
Yeah,
Interesting driving from him there. Meanwhile, we've got a car off there, and it's Alex has a huge moment there, but manages to lag himself back to the reality.
He's lagging, that's right.
Remember, I thought you had a humongous accident there down the straight, but manages not crash. Meanwhile, Vince there.
He's catching.
Catching a little bit by little bit, of course, Casson will be quicker now on those fresher tyres, but interesting to see though. First sector a lot quicker there, went a bit wide through that corner, but
yeah, that was because Cash had to stop, so...
Middle sector as well, quicker, and lap time's going to be invalid pretty much there, because they're obviously massively different. 36 again, so definitely quicker than the leader still. He comes up to lap Bustard. The next car ahead there.
Where's Vectro? Vectro's a good bit off.
Vector 45 in first sector there. That's be dropped by these two presumably on their fresher tyres.
That's a pretty good first sector, I must say.
As a van comes in the pit lane then, so he's finally decided to chuck those tyres off. Meanwhile, Hussar and Sadio have switched positions, it seems. Oh, we've got a car spinning around and Alex is in the barrier.
Oh dear. Oh, he's had a huge accident. Look at the state of that car.
And resetting as well, illegal there as well, so penalty for him indeed.
Sadio you can't do that. Fiocco heads in, van in the pits as well.
Lost it on the exit of the corner, caught the end of it, going backwards down the straight.
Yeah, I just saw him in the barrier, but you can't reset your car out on track, I'm afraid, because that almost caused a huge accident.
And right goes Castanet there.
Yeah,
Vince closing again.
Vince is closing. Look how close he is this time.
So Vince, he thought he was going for first, he said. Now he's going to be defending from third.
Alex is coming into the pits. You can see him just there going in.
Damage in the car. A bit wide goes there. So the last corner indeed. So let's see. The gap closing there. Now, these two badly.
Vince is absolutely delighted to see the cash ahead of him.
But actually, Vince actually a bit slower than Cass there. Interesting to see that.
Yeah, Vince is constantly quicker in that first sector. He absolutely bombs it in that.
Look at that! Look at the run! Look at the run!
Yeah, look at him.
Is he going to try something?
How close he is.
No, he's not.
Oh, he thinks about it.
Thought of it. That thinking of it's not as good if you don't do it. It's a bit right. They both do. That's something we should have addressed after the running ride there. It's a bit naughty.
Not that's going to give you too much of a huge advantage, but
it does give you a bit of advantage on the exit of the corner, as long as you don't run over the curb too much, which will spit you out and you'll have an accident. Perhaps you'll do what happened to that poor Alex.
First sector, 45.3 for Vince, 45 for
see
Vince.
The tyre marks there, see down here. So interesting to see what. I don't know what happened though there. So he must have broken and then just snapped on him really quickly. Interesting accident there for Alex, indeed that was.
But I suppose these two are both going quicker than Vector, so.
Vector there. 37. These guys are on a 36. There's a mistake!
Oh,
and off goes with Castanet. Is that going to allow Ibra to hit? So he's cracked under pressure. You saw him coming.
He just had a little slide coming out of the corner. That's all. That's all it takes.
All it takes is a little mistake. Math Gamer then sitting behind the lap car of Alex there. Let's see if he manages to do the corner this time. It was a big snap there for him. Playboy Van goes and have a bit of mistake there as Bustard and Hussar now battling as well. Battle over 8th place, and if people running wide there, Bustard's got the record for running that too much wide. Completely off the track.
Yeah, they both run wide actually through that corner, but it doesn't matter.
Yep, they run wide, but you do that there and see Hussar out on the inside as I sense a sneeze coming. So I think of.
Sense a move. Sense a move. Bless you.
And you? Thanks. Sadio has a bit of a spin in the background.
Indeed. So out of the 16 that started, or how many? 13 that started? There are 11. Or whatever. I can't do maths. There's 10 roughly.
18 laps to go. So, they're battling.
Vector's setting good sector times. Actually, he's doing okay up front, but Vince is a second quicker. So all it took was a slight mistake, and that led him through.
Almost a second quicker left. So Hussar flying against Buster, to be honest, right now. So the Aston versus the Porsche. I haven't seen too many battles other than the leaders, so we are literally like Sky, just showing the leaders all the time. And talking about Jolyon Palmer.
Points per round, blah blah blah, yeah.
Which is good on him, because Jolyon Palmer is someone I respect quite a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, he did do well to get points in that last race. Very well indeed. We got
see
Playboy
his
and
start.
Gamer battling over 5th.
Not that. So we've got Playboy and Math there battling over 5th, and we've got Bustard and his teammate battling as well. So the battle between the Aston and the Porsche continues, with another Porsche probably in the middle between all of them.
Yeah.
Van, who's in the middle, absolute nowhere. As quick update though, who's winning the race? Vector is in the lead, Vince is second, Cass is currently third, Vibrit's fourth, Matt Gamer is in fifth, Playboy sixth, Van seventh, Bustard and Hussar battling away in 8th and 9th, Sadio 10th, Fruco 11th, 12th is the commentator, 13th and 14th are also commentating.
Yeah. So Playboy's right on the back of Math Gamer as we speak.
Meanwhile, Hussar all over the back of Bustard as we speak as well.
The two Aston Martin teammates are both fighting each other. So we got the two teammates fighting Aston Martins.
So the two mustard cars battling the two Rano car looking cars.
Yeah, Playboy has a look, thinks about it. Is he gonna try it? No, brakes early.
Raid doesn't think about diving up the inside there. Also, hello GT Jamie Stig, who's joined us as well.
Okay, let's see, how's it? Playboy's still behind, and I saw still holding off Bustard. But the main battle at the moment is for 5th, so we're going to does Playboy get the run? We have got a break in the clouds, so the sun is shining.
The sun is shining down in front. As Vector is pitted, as I didn't know, Vector has pitted.
Oh, that's strange.
So
that puts Vince in the lead.
Yep. So whilst we were too busy looking at the others.
Yeah, that's.
Also, Casson is now closing in the lead up.
He was massively quicker that last lap.
Maybe a mistake. Problems may be happening.
Yeah, we really weren't paying attention. I didn't notice that. I was too focused on the...
Oh, it was a bit wide and past he goes. So that was our fun there done and ruined. And also, his teammate's got a problem as well. Getting lapped as well by the leader. So problems for the Astons. The Porsche is flying.
I'm assuming Vector's still on for a podium here. I thought it was a very strange strategy call, but oh well.
Indeed, I didn't catch it. Maybe he had damage. 15 laps to go.
Vince still is actually going quicker than Cash.
So he must have pitted on the last lap or something, because then he dropped time. Yeah, you can see, yeah, 1 minute 40 his first sector, so he pitted last lap.
Yeah.
Just after he spoke, so change of lead then. Drops Vector to 4th in his lap time. 2:31, so that does so that he must have been on an interesting strategy indeed.
Vince flashes his lights, let them know.
That's who's that? That'll be either Playboy or Bustard.
It's Bustard. He's the furthest down the field, so we'll see how they get out of play.
Indeed, it would be.
Vince flashing his lights, in so doing, put his wipers on too.
And he goes left through the gravel, one way for the car through.
Takes the escape road.
Oh, he goes. Is he spun it?
Possibly.
I mean, he's managed to keep it going. Now, won't drop him too far back. There's another car. He wants to be careful there, doesn't? And he loses back to Hussar there.
He loses the position to the Aston Martin, which is not. Vince is in now.
Interesting then.
But I think that might have been a genius strategy called by Cash then, because he pitted way after those guys.
So Cass takes the lead of the French Grand Prix. 4 laps to go, and that could be the deciding factor.
Because I believe he pitted with about 20 laps to go, so those tyres are only 7 or 6 laps old.
Perhaps he might struggle at the end of the race now compared to these guys.
So it's going to be interesting.
Now,
to say the least.
Vince wants to be leaving the pit lane about now.
Yeah, Vector wants...
As soon as he comes through that last corner, I'll keep an eye on it. Wants to be leaving now, he's not. We'll get jumped. Oh, he jumps out now. This could be close. Oh, he jumped.
Vector's going to get through. Got jumped by his teammate.
course, the close in though, that's the whole thing, a lot closer.
Yep, he still hasn't exited. There he's exited now.
As in the pit lane also comes Math Game up.
So all the early pit stops are now returning.
What this means though, we don't know yet. We'll find out once the race starts to materialise and come to a climax. Just I take my chain off my neck because it hurts.
Cash may have to pit slightly later. If he does a stint as long as he did, he's gonna really struggle at the end of the race, as we saw.
Indeed, Math Gamer comes out the pit lane then, and is ahead of his teammate, who also comes in the pit lane at the same lap.
Stopping them.
Just allow Bastard to come through and get the position as well on his teammate. Not on his teammate, on that car, should I say. Flayboy currently running in 5th, doing an okay job there.
Ibrich in.
So Ibrich comes in as well, so
So Vector should get the jump on him, as well as Vince. I'm not sure where Vince isn't too far behind, so he should get in front. So
unless he leaves about now, he wants to leave now. Is he going? No, he's not.
Nope, not even close.
We've got to be careful here, because could he be jumped by Flayboy?
He might, you know, he's not leaving.
Yeah, he is.
There he goes. I think Flayboy will get the jump though.
Easily.
Yep, he should get out in front of his in front of Van.
About 5-6 seconds. There he goes. Past he goes and through he goes. Sorry if anyone's got epileptic fits from how many times I'm changing the camera angle.
I'm doing the same. Don't worry.
As Castanet there leads the race. Vector behind. Let's see the second times 45 there, so he wants to really be in the 44th to be honest, if he was beating him. 45 as well, slightly quicker, and his teammate and the other car 44.6.
That is blisteringly quick. That's a second quicker.
Indeed, it certainly is. Flying in this race. I'm going for first, he says.
And now I think we're going to have them at the kind of the usual battle that we see between these two. Every single race gets to run into each other somehow.
Who does?
Vince and Vector.
Oh. Two Netherlands. The two Dutch drivers, the Dutchman. One of them's flying, one of them's sailing.
Yeah, Vince is catching him massively.
10 people in this race now, so we've lost Alex as well recently.
Yeah, we lost 3 people.
Hussar, Faruko, Bastard, Math Gamer, Van, so we've lost the other black car.
Just take a moment to look at that lap time. From Vince. 34.5.
If my reaction doesn't say enough, Vector must be absolutely ripping himself.
Because he knows how hard of a driver Vince is.
Of course, like, to be honest, maybe a little bit easier to defend, to be honest, than Castanet, who, as we found out,
he's like Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah. He has absolutely no chill. The time is 10 o'clock, 12 laps to go, so another about 30 minutes to go in the session.
Probably less. I'd say less. I'd say another 15.
And you're not going to leave us, are you?
I don't know. Honestly. We'll see.
Whenever you leave, something happens.
Yeah. Vincent, Vector and Cash will collide somehow.
Vector, Vince, collide, Flayboy wins the race.
Yeah, and Cash just loses a wheel or something like that. Well, he's caught him. Vince has caught him.
Oh dear. Oh, hang on, I've got to sort my mic out. Oh, problems have gone on here. My mic's disconnected.
Well done.
And we're back.
Yeah, but you can see how much he's caught Vector. He's right behind him now.
34 again.
He's just lapping at an absolutely blistering pace. He's got fresh tyres. But again, Vector's are fresher than his.
So, mate, let's fuel then.
Welcome to the weekly segment we like to call Vince versus Vector once again.
So here we go, 11 laps to go. The Vince 911 Turbo versus the Vectro 666. The Devil versus the Porsche.
Yeah, he's got the run.
Gets the run round the outside. Maybe wants to cut back to the inside. He does, and up the inside he'll go.
If he gets this done, he's still with him.
He's still in. He's still there. Forcing him, pushing him. Runs wide. Won't get it there.
That was a really hard jump to the right.
Perhaps he's Max. Perhaps he's Ricardo. Of course, we'll remember that move on Vettel he did in Monza 2014.
Incredible move it was.
You don't know people don't Dukes a 4-time world champion, but Ricardo does. Let's see, Vince. Is he coming? No, he wasn't there. He's defending very weirdly here. He's going to get a cutback. He is.
Yeah, here he comes.
Straight through he goes. He just about gives just enough room to get through there as I mix my words up.
Back into the slipstream.
Up the inside into turn 1. That's an interesting thing. I'll end in contact perhaps.
Really close.
Is there going to be problems there? They just touched nearly there. Bit of a wobble from Vectro there. Gets into the corner. Bouncing over the curbs he goes. Sticks ahead for the time being. And whilst all this happens, you have to remember that the lead is coming away from them. It's Castanet just up the road there. No, he's miles up the road, to be honest. Cutting?
Yes.
What at?
I don't know. I'm making noises.
Castanet stays out, so that might be interesting.
He's going to the end, I think.
And perhaps he is.
9 laps to go.
It really depends on one thing. And that's if Vince can get ahead of Vector and then push on to the lead. So the gap's kind of maintaining himself now. It gets a good exit as I speak. Up the inside he goes. They'll cover.
Oh, defends.
And not there, or on the exit either. Bit of a squirm from the pair.
Yeah, I think Vince is going to have the cutback again. No, he has to brake.
Has to brake, but he get a good exit this time. His time's going on the outside.
Oh god.
Oh,
no,
that's
he's squeezing him out.
Squeezing.
Yeah, I think he's going to have him this time.
Here we go, here he goes. He's going to try up the inside. Doesn't get it there. Runs too wide, but gets a good exit. Look at the exit he got this time. I see nothing but things. He's going around the outside. Can he switch to the inside? No. Yes, he gets a good exit. Keeps the sallow line. Now, let's see. He's going to now try to force him to go defensive, then dive up the inside. He goes around the outside. He doesn't need it.
Wow.
But Vectro says, I'm having none of it there. Go behind me and stay down.
Still gonna be with him.
Vince low around the outside again. Far later on the brakes. Is he gonna do it this time? Can he do a cutback?
No. Yes.
Yes, he does. Now, here we go. This is a place you don't overtake. I thought these two would be battling into a corner. Here they touch wheels. Not here around the outside. Surely not. No, he doesn't. Oh, bit of a squill there, but keeps it on.
He's got the cutback. He has.
Up the inside then. Can he do it?
Got him. Oh,
no, he doesn't. Whew. Battling here in the late days. With only 8 laps to go. The battle for second place heats up in the French countryside, the Riviera. No, nowhere near Riviera.
Here he comes again.
Inside. Now, that's a beer position done. Maybe
no,
not.
Not quite.
Maybe so. He goes right. Cut back. That's going to end in contact. Oh, they
cut back.
Really awkward there. whilst they do this, they're hampering each other. Meanwhile, up front, the lead is definitely now pulling out again. Let's see, is Vince going to try anything? Vectro, clever of it, gives him a run on the inside here, but squeezes him on the exit, saying, you're not coming through here, and if you are, you're taking us both with you.
So is he going to dive it up the inside?
Vectro says, have one, I'm going up the inside, I'm going for first, he says. And he takes second.
Great move, so I think he's got it.
Let's see, can Vectro get the slipstream back low? He's got a good car low to do it, but... is he going to try up the inside? No, he's not. Thinks better of that. For a second I thought it was suicidal. Let's see, is he going to try any move here? I presume he might. I mean, he can stick with him probably quite well. See, up the inside! No, he doesn't. Sorry, earphone users there.
Crap.
Oh dear. Oh, we seem to have lost our fellow commentator, so last 7 laps are going to be done with Evil Dragon commentary now, it seems. That means a lot less screaming, because, well, the gap's not there, and my voice is probably dying. So what a move then for Vince there to take up to second place. Casting it meanwhile up front. Leading by an absolute margin here. He's down at the last corner. The other guys haven't even got to the hairpin down at sector 1. And you can see already the gap a second closer already. So it just shows, doesn't it? How much the gap's closing now. In 7 laps, it's going to be 7 seconds. He's not going to get nowhere near enough there. If he's crossed the line there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 seconds there already done. So nowhere near going to get him done even at all. To be honest, the gap is massive, to be honest. Vector sitting there, 3rd place. So BMW will take the 1, 2, 3. It seems already, and a 4th as well. Technically, Flayboy there in 5th, with Math Gamer 6th, Van 7th, Busted the Mustard Bustard in 8th, Hussar 9th, Fruco 10th, so we've only got 10 cars left in the race now. Ten cars left, 6 laps to go, coming to the climax of the race soon, as the sun starts to set in the French country here. As Vince comes to lap a car that would be of Busted. Indeed it is, he gets through and past he goes. Easy job there, 46 there for in the 1st sector, 45 there in the 2nd sector. The lap time is 3 seconds quicker. Wow, would you look at that? So I said he might be getting close. I mean, he's there. Ready, like, closing massively in. Another 3 seconds off this lap, perhaps. So, you're taking 3, 6, 9, 12, 18 seconds off, perhaps. If he keeps the pace up he's going. I mean, he's just exited fast again as he exits towards the final corner. So, it might be interesting to see if he does take another few seconds off. 36 to so 2 seconds quick, so this will be a 36 this lap. A 35.4, so he's 3 seconds quicker. That's absolutely remarkable. And a bit slower there, just quicker from Vector as well, just a little bit there, but not by much. You can really see that Vince is absolutely flying here in France. Of course, he's not going to get anything for setting the fastest laps every lap, but, you know, he's going to go for it anyway. We go through the field, just seeing if anyone's battling. Doesn't seem to be, so looks like the race is pretty settled there for position-wise. Two seconds quicker in the first sector, would you look at that? Yes, it's the final corner, crosses the line right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.5 seconds there, so about 28.5 seconds the gap to the car ahead. And the gap closing now 4 seconds a lap there, so you need about, well, maybe 10 laps more. Unless a miracle or bombminicles can happen here. Look at Cass though, look how much he's struggling right now, but he's got a big enough lead right now just to say, no, we're not going to get past me here. It's Cass's race to lose, and I don't think he plans on losing it, to be honest. You can see though, the gap definitely closed. There he is there. He's just coming through that corner there, so you can see gap's definitely closed there. Is he'll get up the way perhaps. Gets a light, and he's not letting him through here. Brakes a bit early there. That's a dangerous thing to do. If I was him, I'd go straight on through the chicane. His lap now, it's a 38 again. It's Vince's lap time to be able 35 again, so he dropped a bit of time here. There's a line at 36, so it does drop quite a bit of time there, stuck behind the black car. I think that will be your van. Just look how much Cass is struggling right now. Massive struggles there for the leader here. He's just soldiering on, just about keeping the car running. Ooh, Cass makes a mistake there. Of course, he has a big enough lead right now. He doesn't really need to worry too much. Here, 30, 45 for 38, 45 there. One in the first sector there for Vince. Massively quicker though. As he comes on, 2 laps to go. Yeah, we do love when your internet cuts out, Soup. We do indeed. Not much going on, just well, just Vince closing in absolutely like a rocket ship there to the car ahead. A 39 to a 35, so almost 5 seconds quicker now. But that's not really in a matter, to be honest. About 5 laps, about 2 laps to go. Well, 1 lap to go really, not counting this one. Vince cuts the corner a little bit there. Coming across the line of 38 there, so Ibritz as well going quicker than the leader right now. That's how slow he's going. 36 from Ibritz. That's a very decent lap time there. So everyone's going quicker than Cass right now. That's how slow he is. The sector time of 47.1 to a 45.5. absolute remarkable pace from Vince, and he's already broke the lap record about 4,000 times recently. He's on a 34 compared to everyone else there in the 35 to the 39s for Faruko there. And 38 there. Let's see, the second time much slower. It's not really going to matter, to be honest. His lap time is, let's see, he comes across the line. 140.4. Let's see what Vince can do. 37, so another 1.5 seconds quicker as he comes onto the final lap. It's going to be all in vain though, unless something happens. Vince will come across the line. Also his lap time of 36, so 4 seconds quicker, almost 5 to be honest. But to be honest, Castanets drove a brilliant race up till now. No problems to be received. Only a bit of problems at the start. A bit of collision with Vince. Vince likewise, his problem at the start cost him perhaps what could have been a win. It did cost him about 20 seconds. The gap to the lead is about 20 seconds as well. So it's all problematic for Vince there, indeed it was. But whatever he did, it's all going to be in vain now. 47 there to 45, so another 2 seconds quicker there. Perhaps if he had more laps, another about 7 or 8 laps, perhaps he could have got him. That's not going to matter anymore. It's going to be too late there as that was Ibrich lapping a car there. No battling going on otherwise. So as exiting the final corner for the final time, he's driven a fantastic race until now. Exiting the final corner, Cass will win the French Grand Prix. Through the final corners as well. He's pushed an absolute dream. He's pushed everyone. Vince will come across the line to finish second in France. As we now wait to see the top 3 through. Vectro will come across the line and will be correcting up that 3rd place trophy. Of course he's dropping down, but that's because the game's broken. Vectro will jump up to 3rd then. Picks up that 3rd place trophy. As Ibrich will come across the line. Brilliant 4th place for him. Was on the podium at one point. Not to be now. Down in 4th, but brilliant job for him nonetheless. Now have to find out who's the next person. It'll be Flayboiler in 5th. Driving a pretty silent race, to be honest there. Not too much battling going on there. Likewise with Faruko there. So, coming through those final few corners he'll go. Flayboy drove a brilliant race. Silent one as well. I need to finish a pretty silent 5th place, to be honest. But I'll be happy with that one. So I have to now figure out who is actually the next driver on the track to finish. And it will be Math Gamer. So, round the line of corner, Math Gamer. He'll finish in 6th place then, if I'm correct. Yes, he does, and it'll be Van Bustard. Maybe. I'm not sure, unless Faruko's, no, Faruko's on lap 41 still. And is coming in the pit lane there, so, I don't know what's happened there. Was over that. An inspired strategy call wins second place to Vince, but 4 for an 4. They'll be hitting as a good goal. Super's now, of course, of our as he died deaf. race is done. I did race, so someone else did. Otherwise, they made us probably piece together the final. Well, to be honest, I last did it. So, got another race as well. So until one thing I have to say, and that is goodbye. And I will see you next time.